what to do, y'all? I'm in here attacking the usually dreaded wiring part of any build. It's kind of the most dreaded part for most, at least. But for me, I actually have got a lot of it done already. Some months back, I actually took. Actually have a two harnesses. So I have two harnesses from like dash harnesses, and I have one main harness, engine harness. And what I did is I took the better of the two harnesses and using that one, which is that one right there, that's the one that's labeled. And then I combined some wires from the other harness that I kept and to use on that one. So what I'm doing right now is, for some reason, that harness only had one connection for the heater, and basically that connection was to go directly to the heater controls on the selector switches. However, it didn't have any wires to run any of the heat. So basically, like there's wires that are supposed to go to the actual resistor on the heater box and basically help to select the blend doors and stuff like that. So I don't know if that particular one just didn't have a blend door and it just basically was just heat only, and didn't have a selector switch or something to kind of open and close different vents on the car. That probably what was up with that one. So basically you just had heat and it just came out of one location. This one actually has that. So, and I'm taking the wires from that one and I'm gonna solder it into that one. So I only have to solder one wire, and it's this one right here. This is the brown wire that I cut off this one. Same color on that one, but basically this basically supplies the power to the selector switch, and the other end of it right here goes to the actual resistor that goes onto the heater box. So this is what I needed, and that's why I took it off. This long orange wire right here, I needed this also because again, for some reason that one didn't have this wire, and which is kind of strange to me too, because this wire actually goes to the bulkhead. So I had to take it out of that, and then from there the actual engine harness has the other end that goes to the blower motor, which is here. So that orange wire connects, basically runs through the bulkhead, and then another wire from the bulkhead that's attached to the engine harness goes all the way to the blower motor. And that one didn't have it either. So I don't know if it just didn't have it or the heat was ran some other way, but that's what I'm doing right now. For the most part, that one should be good to go. I probably just got to solder in some other wires and stuff like that. But for right now, what I'm trying to do is get that ready enough to install so I can actually use that to start the car. And I didn't want to jimmy rig something up where I just had basically like one starter wire and a ground and power, right, and all that kind of stuff just to get the car started. I actually wanted to kind of route it the right way, and that way, if it's all already set up and I don't have to worry about anything later, so I can put the bulkhead in, attach the ignition switch to the column, and just get it started the right way. And then in the meantime, since I don't have the dash in there, I can just kind of just zip tie it to parts of the inside of the car that way, but run all the wires the correct way and everything, so that way I kind of know where everything is going to go. So but in the meantime, at least I can get the bulkhead put in. I could probably even get the bright floor selector to turn on the brights, off and on the brights, and I can probably get that installed, and a few other odds and ends. But as far as like the lights for the dash and all that, I'll just have to leave those hanging for now. But I at least want to try to get the car started the correct way, versus kind of just not you know, I don't know, basically not just messing up something. I don't want to mess up anything, and I just want to kind of get everything started, at least as far as the wiring, since this is what usually kind of takes the longest. So that's what I'm doing right now, y'all. Just basically combining wiring harnesses and kind of just going from there. So the wiring, dreaded wiring has began. So anyways, that's it for this video. You know, the next phase is just to get this soldered to that, and then get that routed in the car, and then get the engine harness also done and kind of ran and mocked up, and then just start, you know, piecing the engine together, and then kind of go from there. So I'm actually painting some pieces right now for the engine. All right, y'all, I'm back here. I decided to work on it a little bit more and get further along. So I wanted to show you guys what I did here as I wrap this thing up for the day. So beautiful day, I had to take advantage of it, and I wanted to get as much as I could done. So the water pump is on. Water pump is on. LS1 style water pump I got from somebody. Actually, he ended up giving it to me for free. So that was awesome. In order to run this LS1 style water pump, you have to buy these spacers. I bought these spacers a while ago, not knowing that I was going to buy another kit that actually comes with these spacers. So I actually ended up having two, so I have one extra now. But it comes with the bolts and everything you needed, so I ended up painting it and everything. The guy had it on his race car, he races, and so he went with a different style water pump or something, I'm not sure. But ended up just giving me this one, so this works well. I had a little bit of trouble by myself because I didn't have enough hands to put on the spacers and then the gaskets and stuff in between, and to hold the bolts. So it's kind of a pain in the butt for me to get them on, but I ended up getting them down. The manual says torque these down to 22 foot-pounds, so that's what I did, and so those are installed. It also comes with a I forgot what that thing called. Oh, like a steam port. So that way you can buy like a barb fitting that screws in here if you want, or you can just go with the normal style one there. And I'll probably just do that because I already have it already painted and ready to go. So got that there, so that is good. What else? Oh, here, let me show you the kit. So I got this kit from ICT Billet. This is actually a relocation kit. So what I'm doing is actually relocating my power steering pump and my alternator, because I'm trying to make this build look kind of old school, but just a new school touch. So it comes with the extra spacers. Like I said, I had already bought a set, so but it comes with it anyway, so I ended up getting extra there. It's a really nice kit. I love ICT Billet, y'all. I use some of their stuff, and I really like them. This is the power steering relocation kit, and what it does is it sets it right here, instead of it on the normal style truck bracket where it sits low. And then I'm trying to get rid of that big truck bracket, so just kind of clean up the look of it and everything. So it'll relocate it up here, so it has all the spacers, bolts, everything that you need, and the directions to do it. Also has these nice brackets here, y'all. So gonna use that there, and also it relocates your alternator. So it has this turnbuckle style alternator as your tensioner, so it gets rid of the factory style tensioner, which is right here. So I'm gonna have to take that off. I actually was thinking about getting the kit, because they have a kit where you can use a tensioner. It was like 20 or 30 bucks more, but I don't know, I just decided just to go with this one, and I seen a couple people use it and they seem to work pretty well. So that's the one I'm going to use, and comes with everything that you need there. I think this kit in all was like 190 bucks. I think it's like 208 shipped or something like that. So again, I just got it off eBay from ICT Billet's eBay site. And so it's going to put, like I said, the power steering pump here, alternator here to get rid of that tensioner, and then I'll be good to go. So it'll kind of look kind of old school, retro-ish, y'all, and that's what I'm going for. Was able to get the power steering pump painted and installed. Went on pretty good. Fairly easy install with a few little scrapes that I had to touch up and everything there too. What else did I do today? Oh, I got it kind of somewhat wired as well, because I'm trying to get this thing started, as you guys know. So I got the regular OEM. I don't know if you guys can see this at all. OEM. What's this called? Dash harness, or what's that thing called? The bulkhead. So the inside harness that goes inside the car that powers the dash, the console, like all that stuff. You know, your lights. These are the lights for the dash, and powers everything all in here. So I have everything routed, have everything labeled. Had a little issue with the ignition switch here. I thought I'd be able to use the Chevelle style ignition switch, but I wasn't. I had to ended up using this one instead, and I'm not sure why I couldn't use my other one. I think why is because actually I don't know why it wouldn't just fit for some reason. And then when I went to try to use the ignition key and everything to kind of start it, or to do the starting motion, the ignition switch was weird. I don't know, it was strange. So I had to use the one that it came with on this particular column, because as you guys know, this column is from a different car. What else? So got that installed, everything's labeled. Oh, and from the previous clip, this is what I did. I had to that's what I was actually trying to replace. So that actually came off the old harness that plugs into the heater box, into that little resistor there. So I had to take it off the old harness, tie it into this one, tie it into the bulkhead, and then solder it together. Right, where is it at? It's somewhere over here. Oh, right here. So this is where I soldered it together, and this part actually plugs into the back of the climate control when the dash is hooked up. So all in all, yeah, that's all I've really been able to do today. And oh, one other thing here, I'll take you to the back. Hold on real quick, let me walk to the back. And this is what I've been doing too. So I've been painting a few pieces as well. This is the truck style water pump, or not water pump, but power steering pump. Going with this one, y'all, because like I said, I already had it, and I don't have to buy another one. And if I need another one, I guess I'll buy it. But I'm just going to use it since I already have it, and I already bought the brackets and relocation kit for it. So I just painted it low gloss black, and then I clear coated it with this gloss clear, so just to kind of protect the paint and all that. So, but yeah, y'all, I think that turned out pretty good. So that's what's going to mount on to the bracket that I got for the front of the car, for the engine. So I'm trying to talk fast, y'all, so I can get out of here. I've been at this all day, just doing some odds and ends. All right, y'all, that's it for me today. I'm gonna wrap this thing up, clean up, get in. Me and my girl gonna go see a movie and spend some time together. So gonna get that in. But yeah, y'all, stay tuned for more. I'm gonna be at it all day tomorrow too. I might try to attack the actual engine harness, so I can get that all kind of pre-wired, so I can get ready to start the car. I really don't have much longer, y'all, to start the car. I just got to, like I said, work the engine harness a little bit, which I have already actually have done. So I'm gonna kind of get that pre-wired in the engine bay. Gonna put a few more accessories on the front of the engine. Put the pulley back on for the power steering pump. I still got to get an alternator. I still got to get a few more parts so I can actually, get the car moving. But I'm trying to get it started. That way I can kind of attack everything else. I still got the brakes to do, and some few other odds and ends. But we coming, y'all. We coming. It's coming along, and I'm very excited about it. I'm on my grind. I'm trying to get this thing done while I still have some somewhat decent weather, and so I can get it to my boy. So anyways, stay tuned for more. More is coming. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, y'all. And I'll holler at you later. Deuces.